Hi there, Capricorn. How are you guys doing? I really hope that this video finds you well. Welcome back to the channel. It's me, Anisa from the Inner Stereo. This is going to be your love messages. It's a general reading, so the rules might get reversed or it may or may not resonate with you. And if this reading resonates with you, there's going to be a link down in the description box below for personal reading with me. So in this reading, Capricorn, it's going to be a you versus them format. I'm going to be pulling card about who is it that we're going to be talking about today and what their current energy is like. Your challenges, past, present, future from both parties, and we're going to clarify them. And I'm also going to be pulling some advice card for you by the end of the session, okay? Okay, Capricorn, so you have the Eight of Swords, the Hierophant, and also the Star in upright position. I feel that you're dealing here with a situation where you truly felt that this connection was something that is of divine. It's a connection that you've never experienced before, you've never felt like that before, and because of that belief of yours, it kind of like led you to this mental imprisonment that you guys are in right now. You want to break free from it. However, I just feel that every time you're being pushed to make a decision about it, you're always kind of like delaying or prolonging that decision. And a lot of that has a lot to do with what you believe this connection to be. Okay, we're going to clarify in a moment. What are your challenges? Page of Cups and also the Six of Cups in upright position. One of your biggest challenges here has a lot to do with you still living in the past. There is one particular sweet memories of the past that you guys are still holding on to. And again, as I said, you do have a certain belief about what this connection might be because this connection was something that is unexplainable for you. You've never felt this way with another human being before, and you're kind of like holding on to that belief. And you kind of like that at that time, that sweet memories that I've done with this person kind of like made me fly. It makes me feel so good about myself. And I do want to rewind back that memories again. Now, in the past, this person has the Five of Wands and also the Four of Wands. From your side, you have the Judgment and you also have the Knight of Swords in upright position. I feel that in the past here, Capricorn, there was a lot of push from the universe about you needing to establish some sort of boundaries. One of those boundaries that you need to hold up is because I feel that there is something here that you're abandoning because you were so into thinking about this person. Okay, I feel that this connection made you sacrifice something. It could be your time from your work, time from your career, but just something. Okay, and the push that the universe was giving to you in the past is because like, yo, enough Capricorn, enough of that sacrifices, enough of you abandoning one important aspect in your life for this person. Now, in the past, this person was the Five of Wands and also the Four of Wands. I feel that this person in the past kind of like really like it when things are okay between the both of you. They just like it when things are okay. Every time you're trying to establish boundaries or every time you're trying to establish a tone with them, it's going to be met with a little bit of a resistance, okay? Now, in the present moment, you have the Nine of Wands and you also have the Three of Swords. You're in pain. You're also fearful that should you put in more investment towards this connection, would that lead to success? Would that lead to the ultimate happiness that you've always been seeking for? Or will that lead to another heartbreak, another pain? If you're single and ready to mingle here, Capricorn, there's also this energy of yours of like, I want to be dating again, or I want to be in love again, but I'm tired of getting played. I'm tired of getting hurt over and over again. So there's a lot of fear here that you guys are having in this present moment. However, in this present moment from this person's side, Two of Swords and also the Ace of Wands in upright position. I feel that this person at this present moment is kind of like still quite very much undecided about this, okay? Every time they have it, impulses. You might be dealing with a fiery sign here though, Aries, Leo, Sagittarius. But every time this person has a bit of an impulses of like, yep, I want to do this towards Capricorn, or I want to do this towards Capricorn, they kind of like delayed that. They kind of like, oh, well, I don't know if I really should do it. So they're going back and forth over whether or not they need to be doing something about it. Now, in the future, you have the Tower and you also have the Two of Cups in upright position. Kind of like a roller coaster-ish type of thing here. We're going to clarify in a moment what this is, but I feel that although there's a Tower next to it, I feel that everything is going to be okay with you, especially with the Two of Cups right next to it. However, when it comes to this person, they have the Seven of Wands and they also have the Queen of Swords in upright position. Because you're dealing with somebody here who is a bit stubborn with the way that they do things. Okay, I feel that you guys would like to see some changes from this person. However, this person is a bit stubborn. Okay, now let's clarify them, Capricorn. So I want to clarify this Two of Swords from their side. So one of the very thing that this person is also confused about, and one of the reasons why they're delaying doing something in regards to this connection has a lot to do with them thinking, okay, I don't know what I'm supposed to be doing. Should I be pushing for some more boundaries, or should I actually put down my weapon and just start devouring or enjoying this love that I have between me and Capricorn? What is it that I need to be doing? Do I want to have more fight, more conflicts, more argument with Capricorn, or do I want to get it back to how it used to? Let's clarify the Nine of Wands from your side. You still love them. You're still very much in love with them. But again, I feel that there's something here about you wanting to take a step back and just figure out and trying to observe if this is truly something that you would like to engage in, you would like to invest yourself in, or whether or not it is not. Again, the Six of Cups shows up again here. You have a tremendous amount of feeling for this person. Let's clarify the Ace of Wands. Do this person know that you're hurt, Capricorn? They do. That's the thing. You show up with the Three Swords here. They acknowledge that you're in hurt. They acknowledge that you guys are in pain. As I mentioned earlier, they have an idea. Let me do this towards Capricorn. Let me do something towards Capricorn. Let me try to heal. Let me be nice, because I know I not acknowledge that I did hurt Capricorn. But again, as I mentioned, they don't know what to do. Like, do I really want to do it, or do I not? Do I want to be in this power play with Capricorn, or do I not want to do it? Let me clarify the Three of Swords from your side. Three of Wands, King of Pentacles, the Seven of Wands in upright position. This pain that you guys are experiencing is going to lead you to realize that there might be some things that you need to restructure within yourself, and you would need to restructure within this connection as well. I feel that you guys have or will communicate this to this person, either with actions or with words. Okay? Because you don't want to get hurt again. There's something about you not trusting them because you don't trust whether or not they're going to hurt you again or not. Let's clarify the future. So I want to clarify the Seven of Wands from their side. So stubborn. Clarify the Tower from Capricorn side. Whoops. I'm going to take that. In the future, you guys are going to be in a very big dilemma, okay? And you might get a bit snappy about it because the Empress shows up in reverse, which is my card for Venus retrograde, which we're in at this present moment. So there's going to be like a lot of questions that you guys are going to be asking towards yourself. Questions like, has my investment within this connection being appreciated in a way that it should? Is my act of services being appreciated, being seen, being acknowledged, and being given in return? Do I actually get my emotional needs and my emotional desires from this connection? Does this person gives me enough reassurances or enough to fulfill my emotional desires and emotional needs to a point that it brings out the best version of myself? Those are the questions that you're going to be pondering about. Those are the questions that you're going to be asking to yourself about. This Tower card has nothing to do with an event that is going to happen. I think it's more about you at some point going to come to a realizations of like, actually, I'm not really happy. Actually, it's making me pissed. Actually, it's making me angry. I've given enough. I've invested enough. I did what I had to do and my intention was good behind it. But I've never gotten anything in return, at least not the way that you think you deserve it. Now, it will create some sort of dilemma where seemingly you could be with this person. Because if things doesn't change, that's the thing about your connection with this person. If things doesn't change, you could be with this person. There are so many circumstances that is aligned for you to be with this person, but you want something more, right? But more is something that this person doesn't want to, or having a bit of difficulties in giving to you. Because they do acknowledge the love that you both have. They do still keep that within them. But what you want with what they want could be two totally different things. Okay, let me clarify the Queen of Swords here. Clarify the Two of Cups. If you're single and ready to mingle, there might be somebody new into your life. That person could be a fire sign, Aries, Leo, Sagittarius, or a Gemini or a Virgo. You're not really going to be into them, but you would like the way that they pursue you. Now, back to this person that we've been talking about earlier. I do feel that things are going to be all right for you on the surface, yeah, to the way that it was in the past. However, I know that you want something more. You want kind of like, you don't really like instant gratification, although you tend to fall for it. You kind of like want something more. So you guys are going to be in a dilemma here in the future, Capricorn. Being with them is easy as long as it doesn't require any type of changes, but that changes is exactly what you want. So in the future, the question is, would you fall for an instant gratification? Because if it's an instant gratification of you talking to them, if you're having a good time with them, of you interacting with them, you're going to get it with them in the future. But the changes, it's difficult. Let's pull some advice card for you here, Capricorn. Devil, Queen of Pentacles, and also the Four of Pentacles in upright position. This is the After Tarot deck, so it's going to be a bit different than the traditional Rider-Waite Tarot. First, what you need to start doing is that you need to start understanding or thinking to yourself, is it truly love that I'm feeling for this person, or is it an addiction, or is it a trauma bond? Am I being love bonded to this person, or am I being trauma bonded to this person? What is it about that I'm so addicted about? Am I truly addicted with them, or am I addicted with the highest high and the lowest low? Am I really addicted in, again, the feeling of being super duper awful, and then in exchange, you would then have a feeling of super duper happy? What is your feelings? You gotta start realizing and understanding the feelings and the forms of the feelings that you have towards this person. What is it? Is it really what you think it is? A relationship that feels so fated and divinely guided, or is it just simply this? Once you start understanding that, you gotta stand in a position where you're starting to take a good look at yourself in the mirror. And just think, like, I do this all the time, you know. This is one of my favorite things to do every time I'd like to avoid making a decision that is going to not be beneficial for me, is that I would look at myself in the mirror. Who am I? What I do? Who I'm doing it for? And do I really deserve to be treated in a certain kind of way? There is this saying in Indonesia, and I don't know if that's kind of like famous in English too or in America, but it's more about the way that you hold a sand in your hand. The more that you grip it tightly, those sands is actually going to fall off of your hands. But if you just hold it lightly, it will always stay. And this goes with a person, this goes with a career. The more that you're so attached towards something, the more likely it is that you're actually going to be losing it. There needs to be a bit of a transformation or letting go, because you've been holding towards something so tightly. Imagine holding to a rope so tightly, it will end up hurting your finger or your hands, right? And you've been doing it from time to time, not really realizing, you know, what is your worth, what do you deserve, and etc. Okay, so I think that is it for my reading for you here, Capricorn. I hope that you find tons and tons of clarity that you guys been looking for, and I hope to see you guys next week for another weekly reading. All right, bye-bye guys. Have a great day. I love you.